shining, shining, nice and bright, bright. The birds are chirping, chirping, and I'm excited. Time to get ready, ready for another day. Hey, no one can stop us. Oh, we gon' learn and play. Oh, every day we learn and play. We do our best, so we'll be great. Oh, 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 oh. You do your best, best, and I do mine, mine. So let's get ready, ready, ready. 'Cause it's about that time. Good morning, morning, you good morning. How do you do? Good morning. Time to be great. Good morning. Time to race. Good morning. Join dance and play. Good morning. So start the day. Good morning. Open your eyes. Good morning. Reach for the sky. Good morning, 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 morning to you.
I'm still frozen.
Morning, morning,
Why I always
morning,
frozen?
Signal's coming in weak.
morning, 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 morning,
Good
morning to
morning.
you.
I want
Good
to
morning, 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 how do you do? You see me on my grind. Woo, stars got to shine. I'm a supernova. Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah, I'm on the move. I got a way to stride to it. So let me hear you say, every day we gonna learn to play.
learn to play. Hey y'all, hey. Tuesday, January 12th. Can y'all hear? Can y'all see me? I feel like my connection is going really slow. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. You are watching the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call, tuned in with Portia, Monique, and Romeo International. Damn it.
Keep talking.
We can't hear Romeo.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Mazza, I had
There
my
you
mic
go.
off. Everybody see your beautiful brown self. I don't know why every morning you got to come on and ask everybody, do they see you? Everybody see you. All your fans see you. All your stalkers see you. Everybody see you. Jesus.
I had those stalkers. I'm just speaking that into existence. No.
Hey,
What's up, y'all?
hey, let me tell you something. After you showed me that video of that girl in Michigan, I gotta look twice before I go to my car.
Listen, you talking about the one the girl had the hit on her? She must have had a hit on her
Yeah.
because that hit came at her strong. Yes,
So
goodness.
good morning, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something, people. If you woke up this morning, I need you to learn how to be happy. I am glad I am, and I'm not saying weak-minded people, but I'm
Oh,
glad that I'm a strong-minded person because I know how to self-motivate myself to get myself moving throughout the day. So I encourage everybody. It's only the second week. You only got this the first week and this week to get it together. I encourage everybody, man. Get motivated, man. Move, do something, do something. I see a lot of y'all
yes.
still doing the same thing.
What's your morning routine though? Like when I get up, I like to praise, thank, and Pilates. I'm still working on that Pilates piece. But I like to praise, thank God, give God thanks for waking me up for another day, my family, my health, my means of living, all of that good stuff. And then I like to pray. I like to pray for people around me, my family, different things that I'm manifesting, thanking God for those as well. And then the third P is supposed to be Pilates.
Pilates. uh,
Yeah.
you got the Pilates going. You good on the Pilates.
You trying to tread lightly, Romeo?
I'm just asking. I know you was gonna start. I know you was gonna start.
No,
Um,
I
my
don't have it going just yet.
my morning start off different though. Like shout out to Antonio Davis from Alabama checking in. My morning start off different. This is a lot of people gonna think this is weird. Every morning before I do anything, I go outside. I thank I say good morning, grandma, granddad. No, I say good morning, pop, grandma, granddad, and ancestors. I say that every morning. Pop, grandma, granddad, ancestors. Right. Then I come back inside. I go directly into my morning stretches, and then after that, I'm in the gym. And then by the
Wow.
time I'm kicking in with you, I'm probably at by the time I get to the morning show, I'm probably already at 70%.
So
So
listen, so you physically go to the gym. You got a gym at your house, or what do you do? Physically
hold
go
up,
to
say
the
that part
gym?
again.
I said, do you physically go to
Yeah,
the gym? Okay.
physics.
Is it far?
No,
I
it's
thought
not
about
far.
that.
It's probably like 10 miles away. So sometimes I run to the gym, and sometimes I drive up there. You gotta once your body get used to the routine, like your friend said
Oh,
who pulled up
man.
his stomach muscles. You get used to the routine. You get used to the routine. But
Don't
I
hate on my
definitely,
friend
but the
Ryan.
most,
Don't don't hate
the
on my
most
friend
important
Ryan.
part, I definitely thank my ancestors every morning. Every morning, it's just a routine of mine.
Yeah, I'm going else. I love it, love it, love it. I'm
Really,
a, I'm
I
gonna get into my routine real soon.
well, you should.
Girl,
And I really this year, I really want to trace my ancestors this year. I really want to figure that out as well. So, good morning to Gerald Johnson. Still loving
hey
my
Gerald,
Buckeye. You got who is this? Shirley Carter. What's up, Shirley? We gotta talk about Philadelphia. I talk about y'all. Iris, hey babe.
hey
Alabama
Shirley.
version walks by right country. Alabama in the building.
What did
Who
he
else?
say?
I
Alabama in
see
the
all y'all.
building.
Well, they won last night, so whatever. Nobody care
Oh,
about
Roll
that.
Tide. Is that what that is?
Don't do that.
Roll Tide.
Don't do that.
I don't know.
Um.
I don't know.
Oh, you're not okay. Okay, you just throwing it out there. Bet. Shout out to everybody that joined in. How about a lot of people chimed in yesterday on the question of the day? Uh, I don't know if y'all remember, but the question of the day yesterday that we presented on Instagram was, in dating, is there a difference between courting and chasing? And man, I posted that on Instagram, and this went crazy. So this is what y'all came up with yesterday. So the question became, is there a difference between courting and chasing? And one of the comments that came, well, one of the top comments that came through was from Joy. Joy said the difference is balance between the two people involved. If one person needs to be convinced, it's chasing. If both are interested parties, it's courting, and could be the same behavior. I love that answer. If I gotta convince you to like me, I'm chasing you. If
Say it
we
again.
feel
What was the
other,
answer? What
Joy
was the answer?
said, Joy said that the okay. So I'm gonna pose the question again. The question yesterday, with you and Crystal was, what's the difference between courting and chasing?
Right.
Joy said the difference is uh, between two people. If one person has to convince the other person to like them, then it's chasing. If it's a mutual attraction, then it's courting. So if I like you and I gotta convince you to like me, technically I'm chasing you. If we
Mm-hmm.
like each other, then it's courting. And
If
that
we
was one of the
if
best
we like each
answers.
other, if we like each other and you taking me out, then
Right. But if I'm taking
Right.
you out to convince you that to like me, oh, then I'm chasing you or she chasing him, and y'all both being used. I agree with that. I can rock with that. I can rock with that answer.
Song
Down
about
south.
being used. What's the song about being used? Use me up.
I don't know.
What's the
Y'all got
song?
so many as women.
Producer, what's the song? Until you
Don't
use me. If it feels the
look. Antonio Davis said true. Tell him Antonio. Antonio said true. What up, Manny Jordy? Good morning. So,
what's going on with
Antonio said true,
me?
and Manny said true. Oh, many done sent you a dozen roses.
I
Portia.
see. Thank you. Thank you, Manny. I'm trying to get my signal
Wait
together.
a
Something going
minute.
on with it. Y'all might have to give
Hey,
me a second.
hey, hey, Manny be spinning that bread when he be dropping them roses. I see you, man, dropping them virtual roses. Hey, man, save your money. Drop them virtual roses. Morning, Taru.
Hey, Taro.
Oh. And so, like I said, man, I agree with what the lady said. If I gotta chase you, if I gotta convince you to like me, I'm chasing you. I agree. If we like each other, then we just like each other. Uh, other than that, man, welcome to honest Gerald Johnson. Honesty is so important in a relationship at every point. You right about that, bro. Especially in 2021. I don't need no more surprises before January the 12th. And shout out to everybody who's checking in on the Rolling Out Morning Show, man. It's 8:14 a.m. Romeo International. Had to give them. We got to get them while we're on this side of the earth. Hey, hey, we do got to do that, man. While we on this side of the earth, I encourage everybody, shoot every possible shot that you can. Do not hold back on your dreams. Do not hold back on your goals. You shoot Steph Curry, half court, mid court, all the court, from the locker room. Shoot your shot and try. That's all I ask of everybody. So we're gonna make sure uh, um, we have a good time with that. But also, like I said, we want to know. We asked the question this morning. How do you start off your morning? What are the three things? What are the three things um, that you have to do to start your morning? Like I said before, to start my morning, the first thing every morning, I say, "Good morning, Dad. Good morning, Grandma, Grandpa, ancestors." I say it every morning, and that makes me feel a sense of comfort. And then after that, I go into my warm up routine, and then I hit the gym so I can get my body right. Uh, Gerald Johnson says, so many are in jail and in the grave because of lies and playing with people's emotions and feelings. No, you're right about that. I agree with you, man. You got to be honest about these people. I'm good, man. I get taken for granted. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let her know soon. Soon she get back in the game, Manny. But I don't know how you guys start off your morning. How do you get yourself going? What is your personal self motivation to start your day? Um, and name three things. Let me know what those three things are, because those three things might help somebody else, right? And that's where we're at right now in this country. Uh, how do we help somebody else without, since we can't physically lend a hand? So let's get that going this morning, man. I appreciate everybody who's already checking in this morning. Uh, I definitely agree with you, Gerald, Manny, Omar, Lisa. Who else did I see? I saw Cassandra Kennedy, and we're definitely gonna have a great conversation. So, researching your family tree. Oh, let me tell y'all about this. So, Elise Hill is a genealogist, right? Who can actually help you research your family tree. She can help you find your ancestors. And you can actually go to rollingout.com and actually look up research your family tree. Manny says I listen to good music, I pray, I spend time with manifestations.
Yes, man.
Janet Simmons says I give blessings to my all. I say a prayer to my family and friends and non-friends. Then it's coffee time. Yeah,
Coffee.
I can.
But first, coffee.
She is coffee.
Oh.
Now before I continue, Monique, Portia Monique, you got a special message from Manny Jordan. All right. He says definitely. If I can't convince you I'm a good man, I get taken for granted. I'm leaving, not trying to compete. But what he said before that, he directed it towards you. That man shot his shot. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I can give her the sun, the moon, the stars, wherever that song go. Hey man, get in there, man.
I love it, Manny. It's so cute.
Iris Baker. I start my mornings. Oh, Iris Baker. I start my morning saying good morning to my co-workers in Facebook. I check my emails. I get my workday started. I tune in to y'all. Okay, I see you. Gerald. I start my morning off connecting with the source of all life and getting my marching orders for the day.
What's your marching orders,
okay.
Gerald? What does that consist of?
Yeah, what branch? You went at the Capitol, was you? I just told you. We not gonna do that to you, man. You gotta go. Now, Manny, I'm gonna put you in there, Manny. I got you, man. I got you, man. Boy, I can see it now. Manny Jordan and Portia Monique. I see it. I put it in the atmosphere.
What you drinking on the day, Romeo? I put it in. That's a different cup.
Crushed up. I told you every morning it's the vitamins for me. It's the vitamins for me every morning.
I got mine right here. I need to take mine, but I can't take mine on an empty stomach. So I need to eat.
No, same way. That's why I drink mine.
Yeah.
But I gotta take, but I have 14 though. I have to take 14 every morning. Portia.
Oh, dark 30 hours for me. I'm looking at these comments. Then quiet meditation, music,
okay.
CNN, and morning. Dang, do you got a lot of time in the morning? You must wake up at 5. I'm talking about God.
That's his marching orders. But no, I take 14 every morning. I don't do multivitamins. I take mine actually individual for what they are. Vitamin D is vitamin D. B is B. I don't do the multivitamin. I just take them all.
Oh yeah, you take one at a time.
Yep, to get that purity of it.
Not the purity. It's purity for me.
It's a purity. You know what I'm saying? You got it, boy. It's the goal I'm trying to reach. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission right now.
Let me share my show, y'all.
For my next, like I told everybody, shoot your shot in 2021 for Romeo's next mission. I'm on a tear right now, right? So when I come to y'all live on the morning show, skydiving, don't be surprised.
Skydiving. Why not?
Atlanta has a place.
Where?
Atlanta has a place down off of 20, I think it is, that you can actually skydive. Why not? Like you said, why not?
Listen, if 2020 didn't teach me anything, it taught me how to live. It showed me the appreciation for living. Like all of this is temporary. We're not gonna be here forever. We can't live on and on in this world, in this realm. But it's taught me how to just like experience as much as you can. You know, go out there. If you want to skydive, skydive. You gotta say your prayers and make sure people know what your insurance policies are before you jump off that ledge, though. But if you want to skydive, skydive. If you want to make yourself an excuse me, a whole pop star, make yourself a whole pop
Okay.
star. Like, what is stopping you other than you? Go out there, set the goal, attack it, be focused, do something on it every single day. That was the thing that got me when I was younger. I didn't want to work on my goals every day, but now I do. And you get to them much quicker when you work on them every day. So work on them every day and smash them. Go live. Like, especially when the world open back up. Like, if there's a place that you want to go, just make it happen. My girlfriend called me yesterday. So we missed the exodus, so to speak, to Ghana when everybody was going back to Ghana. We missed it. And then, of course, the world closed and we couldn't go. So she's like, well, you think it's going to be open in 2020, 2021? No, no, I don't. No. But her point was, I want to travel. And then she just had a baby. So she like, ah, I'm going stir crazy because she really can't go anywhere because her baby is there and her baby just turned 1. So she like, I'm going stir crazy in this house. I need to get out. I want to go travel. And I didn't want to tell her because I got 2 babies and I know what reality is. And reality is, boo, once that baby get 2, you got to pay for his ticket.
Let me
So
tell you.
if you can't go nowhere now, then it's gonna be double, triple for you to go next time. And then you don't want the baby getting all those shots. So unless you're willing to leave your 2-year-old in the US and go to Africa, then that's the only way we're gonna go. We have to go in 2022. I'm just saying.
Two, two things. My aunt, Janet Simmons from 229, she says 2020 taught her to love family and friends. Here today and is gone tomorrow. And one thing that's so dope about her, like that's right now, that's the aunt that's gonna tell you, go do it, baby, and we'll figure it out
I,
later. That's the aunt.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Portia, go do it. We'll figure out later. If you want to go get that. Figure out later. Because like you said, Monday you could be all happy. Tuesday, do you know your insurance policy?
And
Manny
and
Jordan
and
just
and
popped
take
in.
what he say?
He asked a real good question. He said, how do you keep manifesting going if things aren't going like you thought? And I'm gonna let Portia
Well,
answer that
okay.
first. How do you keep going if things aren't going as you thought?
So it's an overall belief, right? So it really does boil down to your faith, what you believe in, and believing that you will receive. So no matter what is going on during your day, no matter what's going to take place next week, no matter if they want to storm the Capitol or breach the Capitol, they broke in. But no matter what is going on, like you have to believe. It's a continuous belief that you're going to get there. And as you continue to believe it, you make it more real, so to speak, in the atmosphere, in the universe, and the universe hears you. So it's a belief that you have to get there. Like, so I was at this point with my son, and I was trying to tell him he's about to go to college, and he like, Mama, I'm going to FAMU. That's it, point, period, blank. And as a mama, I want to be like, babe, that's fine, but you need plan B, C, D, and E. But as a manifester, I don't want to tell him that because I don't want him to not focus on getting to his end goal, which is getting a FAMU. And when you bring in, plan B, C, D, and E, that's really planting doubt that you're not gonna make plan A. So I don't want to tell him that. So Manny, just to answer your question, I'm wrapping it up. And to answer your question, you have to believe, as cliche as it sounds, you have to believe that no matter what come, no matter what may, you are going to get there. And it's just a matter of time. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next month, it might not be next year, but you have to know in your heart of hearts that you're going to get there no matter what. It's going to happen for you. And that's how you manifest stuff.
Uh, I'll say this. Taking the faith part out of it, right? People need to learn how to move, right? The blueprint that you put together may not work for you. The one thing that I love so much about my dad, my uncle, um, uh, matter of fact, our producer TJ, right? The one thing that's dope about them, I can literally say, hey, this is how this is working. They can tell me, well, Romeo, the blueprint normally works like this. And what happens is you can take a piece of now and a piece of then and put it together and make it relevant within the moment. I think what people need to start doing is, if what you're doing is not working for you, it doesn't cost you anything to duck, shift, move. Like think of it in like a boxer, right? If you know you don't got a left hand, stop swinging your left hand. Punch people with your right. I think people stay into.
Can we get a different
No,
analogy?
well, I think you're so silly. I think what happens with some people, the comfortability of safety kicks in. I've been doing this for so long. This is the way it's supposed to be done. Um, 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 I don't know no other way to do it. Well, how about you take a day to figure out another way to do it? So if it's not, that's what I would say to you, Manny. If things aren't working for you, change up your punches. Like you change up your punches, because as we can see, 2020 clearly told all of us, you ain't got control of shit. That's what 2020 said. You ain't got control of nothing. You thought you had a schedule. You thought you had a job. You thought you had work. You thought you had a relationship. You thought, man, don't fall for that, man. Y'all better get out of that. Tell them, D.
Don't change the goal, but you can be flexible on how you get there. Like there are different routes to get to everywhere, right? So just be flexible in terms of how you get there, but never change the goal, because that's what we're trying to achieve. Never change the dream. Amend it. So he said, I do believe it's
Right.
possible, as Romeo knows how close I was to passing that exam. Which exam, Manny? What exam did he say? Was you? Okay, keep me posted. But yeah, y'all. So listen, Romeo. So you said taking the faith out of it and putting in the actions. Like I think that's a universal saying, so to speak, right? So faith without works is dead. Faith without actions is dead. So you could believe all day, but if you ain't doing nothing towards it to get there, it's not going to happen. So, and I just think that faith is a different, it's just a different way of saying that you believe. So
I agree with you, and I'm with you on the faith part. I think people, and I might be wrong, I think people use it as a crutch sometimes, because you've heard people say, "Oh, if there's going to be a way, Jesus will make a way for me." Well, Jesus wants you to get up too now.
You can't.
He ain't.
Listen, you can't keep believing and not doing nothing about it. I believe that it's gonna happen, but you sitting on your butt and you ain't getting up and making no connections. You ain't getting up and connecting the dots. You're not getting up and talking to people. Like when you talk to people and you put your stuff out there. One of my homeboys from college taught me this. He said you have to let people know what you're doing, because they might have a connection or they might have somebody that can help you, and now they have this little small thought in their mind that occupies their mind that, oh, this is what Porsche wants to do. Let me talk to such and
Okay.
such because he does this. Especially when they come across that person. You know, like, so if I wanted to be a script writer or something like that, he'd be like, you know, one of his homeboys, well, our mutual homeboy, he writes for Power. He's doing a BMF thing. Randy Huggins, shout out to him. Grand fam. Anyway, if I wanted to be a script writer and he knows Randy, and maybe I didn't know Randy, he could be like, "Oh yeah, Randy, my girl Portia want to do script writing. You know, you remember her? She went to Grambling. Let's connect." So put it out there, y'all. Get in some support groups. Like, bet on
Right.
yourself. This is definitely the year to bet on yourself. Like, bet on yourself. What you got to lose? You're not gonna let you down.
And right. And start allowing people to accept you for who you are and where you're at. Uh, I watched in our conversation. Well, first of all, it's 8:32 a.m. Welcome to Rolling Out AM to Wake Up. Portia Monique, Romeo International. I watched so many girls on Twitter after our conversation go crazy about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. And one girl had the most funniest TikTok. She said, "When in life did any of y'all have a chance with Michael B. Jordan? Why are y'all mad? Like, what are you mad about? You didn't even have a chance with him. So let them two
I don't
people
like
be
that.
happy and go
I
on
don't
about
think
their
it's funny.
business."
I don't like that, and I don't think it's funny.
Oh, Portia, you had a chance, Portia.
No, I'm just saying I don't like it, and I don't think it's funny. One thing that people fail to remember, right? I'm not even gonna say fail to realize, but one of the things that people fail to remember is that people are people, and they were people before they were famous. Like, these people are just more popular than the typical regular person. So you don't know if they had a chance with him or not. So let's take it back to Tupac. So I got my baby doing some research on Tupac because he wants to be a producer. He makes his own beats, right? So Tupac married this girl that he had no idea who she was, and I don't even think people knew he was married. But when he went to jail, guess who he was? Just Tupac. He wasn't Tupac, the infamous Tupac, the man, Tupac.
Oh
He was Tupac in
Lord,
jail. And so he married this girl, this regular run of the mill girl that people
Portia,
would have thought that, you know, she was a
Portia,
roundaway girl. People might have been like, why he with her?
Portia,
I don't like it.
Portia
It was mean.
Monique.
It was
I,
funny. It was
I,
a
I'm,
mean girl.
I'm, 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 I'm
What
glad
she
we got a
look like?
female and a male producer because clearly our male producer understands it is funny. Half of these girls know they ain't had no chance. This is like me getting mad. Man,
How? Why
I ain't
would you
had no
say
chance with
that?
Halle Berry. Come on, man.
You
Come
don't
on, man.
know. You don't know if you got a chance with Halle Berry or not. I don't like it. It was a mean girl comment, and I hope she fine as wine sitting up there talking about who
Uh,
ain't got a chance with who. I don't like it.
uh, on top of that, oh boy, she's on fire this morning. On top of that, well, the United States, I don't know if they should have released this or not, but they actually released a statement yesterday that they put all 50 states on warning. I'm looking for it right now. They put all 50 states on warning that armed protests are targeting uh, capitals
State
and
capital.
courthouses in 50 states, in all 50 states.
So, so let me tell you why it was important for them to release that statement. Um, it's because they knew what happened with. They knew what was going to happen on the 6th with the uprising and the breach of the Capitol. I'm going to keep saying that they broke in. Anyway, they knew what was going to happen. I don't know if they underestimated it or if they just wanted to keep it quiet because they didn't want people to, react beforehand, but they knew what was coming down. And they didn't alert the people and let people know, nor were they staffed up appropriately to handle the situation. So now they have to put out a statement that says, oh, there are some rumors that there's going to be another uprising, and people are targeting the state capitals or whatnot because it's going to happen unless they take some measures to get in there beforehand.
Does it help or does it help
Well,
societies and communities knowing that? Because I'm gonna tell you what I saw yesterday. Before you, yesterday night I went to Walmart just to pick up something real quick. There was a line because at the you know how you can buy firearms inside Walmart, and all you need is a valid license. There was a line. There was a line, Portia, to buy firearms. A line at 6 o'clock at night. So what I'm asking is, when they release information like this, and they put people in a fear, well, is it a fear state? I don't know if that's the correct word.
No. I'm sorry, I was distracted with Facebook. I was reading what D and Gerald said. I'm going to comment on it too. But no, I don't think it's putting fear out. I think it's making people aware. The public was completely blindsided about what the hell was going on the 6th, right? So we just had no clue. And what if we made plans to go to the state capitol? What if we, had our kids out and we was just out on, in DC, just walking around? Like, we had no clue. So I don't think it promotes fear. I think that it alerts people and make them aware of what's coming, or what could potentially come. And that could be a message to all of us to stay your black ass at home. Stay your black ass at home. If you ain't a part of it, stay your black ass at home. This ain't your fight. Stay at home, y'all. Like, that might be cold. You know how they had their codes and whatnot. This is our code. Stay your black ass at home. Don't you dare go out. We ain't going nowhere.
I still think it causes because so everybody's afraid. Let's be honest. So you see, like you said, you see what happens in DC. So now everybody's afraid. It went from everybody being concerned to everybody's afraid. Now, how do I protect myself? Now that's the first question. How do I protect myself? Do I get a gun? Do I get a knife? This, that, and the third. So when they put out that statement, now you got communities, like I'm watching communities put up more signs that say, hey, if you notice anything or a person in the neighborhood that looks suspicious, the way we're turning is not good.
Well, we can't focus on that. We have to focus on uniting the country. We have to focus on this new leadership. We have to focus on making sure that we're doing our part to come together as one and not be a part of whatever it is that they're doing and they're plotting, and not to react, right? So we just have to do our part to make sure that we're not contributing to the unrest.
So. You saying black people. That's what you're trying to say.
It really should be all of us. Like, just don't focus on it. Like, focus on the good. Focus on how you can make a positive impact. Focus on what it is that you can do to help. Like, don't focus on the fear.
Good. Stay your ass at home. Focus on the good. First of all, you got
that is definitely
the craziest thing.
Stay your ass at home. Away from the nonsense.
V Shield said control reactions.
Yes.
Let me check in the studio. I hear an echo. Control reactions. I had a white lady stare me down and snatch papers from my hand yesterday. What? I ignored it. She couldn't handle what she thinks she wanted anyway. Do not react. Now, D, you gotta start slapping people in.
No, So before you start slapping, make sure you're in a place where there are hundreds of cameras and they can get every single angle of what happened. Because if she is touching you, that there might be cause for it. But I do understand. Don't react. Control it. Just don't give them what they want. Keep on moving. Keep walking.
Tell him my good cat. Dang, she got some good cat. Bottom line, Kamala got him shook. Yep, Kamala got him shook.
Duh.
Let me tell you something. Touch. This is not even. This is what bothers me. I'm gonna tell y'all something that bothered me the other. So everybody knows I train. So I either go late at night or I go early in the morning. My mother yesterday was like, can you be more careful when you go to the gym late at night or early in the morning? She's
That's
never
all.
had to say that before. She's never had to say that before. So the state of what happened in DC has put a forewarning in my mother to the point where she's that concerned. That shouldn't be. The world shouldn't be like that. The world should not be like that. Like nobody should have to call Portia all the way in Michigan and say, "Hey, Portia, what? I know what happened in Houston, Texas. You need to be careful." What?
But
100 states
still,
away.
well, we do. It's
Uh,
unfortunate, and I'm concerned for you leaving that late at night and that early in the morning too.
y'all are doing too much.
Who's doing too much?
Not me. Hey, Janet Simmons said, "Not me. We don't play that games around here." Iris Baker, you never know what your reaction will be when someone touches you. Hey, Iris, I
It
totally
depends on
agree
the
with you,
day,
and that's why
Iris.
I love you.
Listen, it depends on the day. Like sometimes people be having time for it. I'm just saying.
Hey, I know my reaction, and don't. Let me tell y'all something. Portia Monique is flexing. She capping right now. I don't know if she know what that
What you
means in
mean?
Detroit. She capping. Portia Monique, if I will put money down, if Portia Monique is in a store with her sons and somebody touch her younger son, like the white lady who attacked that young man in that hotel, y'all
Now,
gonna see
yes,
Portia Monique on the news dragging
yes,
somebody. So don't let her cap on y'all. Portia Monique
we
would have
all.
dragged that lady if she would have touched her younger son.
It would have been a natural reaction, especially for a woman, right? And here's the thing. So my kids. So I didn't grow up. So I grew up rougher than my kids grew up, right? So in San Francisco, everybody thinks San
Mm-hmm.
Francisco is this utopia of whatever, and it is, right? It's very expensive to live in San Francisco. We didn't live in that part. We didn't live in the hood or the ghetto, but from where we lived, like 10 minutes each way, you can get to the hood, right? But and so that's how I grew up. My kids didn't grow up like that. My kids grew up suburban, like just they didn't have a fight. I think both of them probably had one fight a day in their life. I grew up fighting. They didn't. So here's the downside about that, right? So if we out and somebody touch them, like when we was growing up, somebody touch us, it's on. We don't even know who it is. We not asking no questions. It's going down. My kids gonna be like, "Excuse me, excuse me." You're like, "You gotta put his ass in the face." You gotta punch him in the face. You talking about excuse me? So anyway, they wouldn't have that reaction and be like, "Hold on," and his own they had a reaction, be like, "I'm sorry, excuse me, um, can I help you?" But when we was growing up, it was like, "What?" Good morning.
Good morning. We
Good
sorry.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. How y'all feeling this morning?
Okay.
We are well. How
It's
are you, Shalita?
Tuesday.
Good, good,
Is
good,
it
good. It
Shalita?
is.
Is it Shalita?
Yep,
Shalita?
you got it right.
Okay.
hmm
Wonderful. So welcome to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. Please introduce yourself to our family. Don't mind what we was talking about before. Let's talk about you.
No, y'all was having some great conversations. I was going to chime in because, fortunately, I haven't
No,
been in a fight either. So I totally, I totally
You
understand what you
said,
say when you say your kids have not been in a fight. Yeah, I haven't been in a fight either. Yeah, I just, yeah.
girl, it's different. It's a different lifestyle. Because they just, I be like, whereas I'll turn around and be like, you better, and they be like, excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Can I help you? Be like, you better.
That's me all day. That's me all day. We're like, can I help you? Like, are you good? Are you sure? So that's definitely me all day.
Right. Okay, so welcome to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. Please introduce yourself to our family. Let them know what it is that you do, and then we can get all into Eco Lit Candles.
Okay, so my name is Shalita Jones. I'm a native from North Carolina. I moved to Maryland in 2014. So I am a speech therapist by day, and a business owner, well, all the time, but at night. And I am a co-owner of EcoLit Candles company. So we are a sustainable home decor brand that specializes in curating candles and room sprays as of right now.
Okay, wonderful. Before we get into EcoLit, I don't know if I knew that you were a speech therapist. Tell us what a speech therapist is and what you guys do. We just watched. I'm just curious to know if it's something similar to Bridgerton. Did you watch Bridgerton?
I have not
The
yet. On that, you talking
okay.
about on Netflix?
So yeah, on Netflix, Bridgerton,
That's on my to
Netflix
do.
series.
That's on my to do.
Okay. So the little boy, actually the Duke, when he was a little boy, he had a speech impediment and he couldn't speak, and so they work with him so that he can get his confidence up and learn how to speak well. So nonetheless, I was just trying to liken it to that. But what is a speech pathologist and or therapist?
So it's the same thing. People say it different ways. However, so if you ever, like you were saying about the speech impediment, or if you ever saw the movie The King's Speech, when they are when he is stuttering. So
Mm-hmm.
essentially, what speech language pathologists do, we work from the collarbone up. So anything that has to do with communication, cognition, swallowing, we all work with that. So it encompasses a lot. So you can see us in the nursing home, you can see us in the school setting, you can see us in the outpatient, anything that has to do with maximizing communication. And communication doesn't have to be just us talking. Communication could be what device may be suitable for you in order to communicate and have the best quality of life.
Okay. I love it. So yeah, so that the scene in Bridgerton did have to do with the little boy stuttering, and so you would be the person to help him. I
Hmm.
love that. Okay, good. Now let's get into EcoLit candles. What is EcoLit candles, and tell us all about it. How can we get some? Where can we find it? All of that great stuff.
So Ecolit is online. So we're on all platforms. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. So it's as simple as just typing in Ecolit candles and you will find us. Our website is ecolitcandles.co. So we're
Mm-hmm.
changing the game. We're not doing .com right now. We're
All
doing
right, CO.
CO.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely want to distinguish that difference. I don't want y'all to go somewhere else, and make sure you all
Right.
find us. So like I said before, Ecolit is a home. It's a sustainable home and decor brand. So
Mm-hmm.
we carefully craft our scented candles, and we're mindful about our candles and what we are pushing out or manufacturing. So we are in home, and we don't manufacture out. We make sure that
Mhm.
everything stays at home. So we have an assortment of brands. Right now, we have our matte collection, which to me is like it's very sexy. So it's like this, like black matte, and we have these in black, cream, kind of like a peach color, and then we have our green.
Okay.
So
So
uh,
questions. Facebook is checking in, and they want to know what makes your candles unique. But you also mentioned that your candles are sustainable. What does
mhm.
sustainable mean? And following up with that, what makes your candles unique?
So sustainable is basically taking care of the needs now, but also preserving the future. So what makes our candles very unique is that first, like I said before, it's homemade. Our wax is soy based. So they come from soybeans, which are locally and or US grown.
Mhm.
We have cotton wicks, which help for having
What's
a
that?
cleaner burn. So you won't have like a whole bunch of smoke or anything like
Oh,
that with
okay.
the cotton wick.
Mhm.
And then
Okay,
our
cotton.
fragrances are not, and then our fragrances are non-toxic. So we are very careful about the fragrances that we use because we're researchers by nature. And
Right.
so some of the fragrances can be okay for us. However, they may be harmful for our pets. So we're very mindful
Right.
because we don't know whose home is going into. So we need to be very careful about the products that we're producing out to make sure that they're not harmful for pets as well.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of, yeah, and you may not know it, right? You may not know it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was reading a story one day about how a dog, whenever she lit the candle, the dog wouldn't come out. And so she was like, "Well, what's going on? Like, why are they not coming out?" And so she did
Mhm.
more research on it, and it found out it was the candles. Because she noticed
Wow.
that every time that she lit the candles, it was the dog would not come out. It would like hide up under the bed.
Mhm.
And then
So that's good
lastly,
to know. Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
oh, no, what were we saying?
No, no, you were saying lastly. I was just saying that was good to know that your candles are safe in that manner. So you were
Hmm.
saying lastly.
And then lastly, our vessels are reusable, so that comes with that sustainability. So
Oh, okay.
you can definitely, and we have tips on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page of where we show videos and we give out like sustainable tips. And one of our sustainable tips that we had a couple weeks ago was you can reuse these vessels. So you can
For
pop, so anything. So if you want to do like a makeup holder, if you, because I purposely did a one that didn't have any wax in it, so you can see how deep it is.
mm,
And so you could put your makeup brushes in here. You can put your grooming
wow.
material. You could put like some flowers. So this is, because this is glass. Even though it's matte, it's
Mhm,
still glass. So
mhm.
you can put anything in there and you can just keep reusing it and keep reusing it. All you want to do is just get that wax. The best method I have known is to pop it into the freezer and then just kind of gently get a like a butter knife and get that wax out of there. Wash it with some hot soap and water, clean it out, and then you can put your essentials in there or whatever you want.
Wow, that is definitely a cool tip. Yeah, I never thought of doing it like that. I just always scrape, scrape, scrape. We'll put it in the freezer, it's ready to come out, and then wash it with hot water and soap. Now, let me ask you this before you get out of here. So EcoLit Candles is a sustainable home and decor brand. Do you have any other items other than candles that you sell?
So we sell our room sprays.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Yeah, so we sell our room sprays as well, and then we're getting into other ventures as well. But right now we are with our room sprays, and we have our candles, and we have a variety of sizes when it comes to our candles. We have 10 ounces. The ones that I've been showing is like our 13 ounces, and we also have like our square, which is 9 ounces.
Let me see that. I'm sorry. Can you hold that up again?
Mhm.
And what is a square?
So this is like our cement. Let me
Turn
make
it
sure
so
I
we can
put it
see
in
the label.
the
The
oh okay.
yeah, that one.
Oh
Okay,
my bad.
okay. That's okay.
So opulence. So this is our opulence. So this talks about opulence means like wealth, abundance, and
Yeah.
so this one has our like jasmine and patchouli, which is a very strong scent for us. But
Mhm.
scent is very subjective. But our scent when it comes to that is our jasmine patchouli, which is a hit.
Okay, and so that is for your candles. The square is for your
So we
candles.
use it for so you can also wash this out and
Yeah.
use it.
Very nice.
I've had
Mhm.
I apologize. I had a what's it called a plant in here before
Oh
that I just
yes, very
used.
nice. So you birthed this business during COVID-19. How did the idea come about?
So during COVID-19, it was that level of uncertainty during that time, and so I just know for me personally and my business partner, mental self care and mental health was you didn't know, right? You couldn't really go outside because you couldn't go to the park, you couldn't do the things that you would normally do when it came to self care, even going to the store and maybe getting, you know, uh, as far as going to the store and maybe getting your favorite comfort food, because that could be a part of self care.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
Even going to those different things, like you had to revamp what it means to be, what it means for myself to and my business partner for self care. So we
Uh,
found that developing candles helped us in our state of uncertainty. So just coming up with our own self care practices is really what
um,
um, birthed the candle business. So that's
I
why
love
we're
it.
yeah, so that's why I mean, and this is like our new normal. So this is essentially how we have developed into what it means for us to be self-care, because it taps into our creativity. It taps into us, okay, how do I feel when I smell a certain scent? What kind of feeling
Yeah.
do we want our consumers to feel? I know
Mhm.
that, lavender is that calm, uh,
Yeah.
calming effect, so that vanilla,
Yeah.
all those scents, like they all play a part in our emotions.
Well, I
Now
love
I
it.
I
Thank you
got some
for checking
emotions.
in.
Uh,
Oh Lord.
I got some emotions. Cause cause as Portia Monique knows, I gotta buy my candles in 20 packs. So look, I need a group package to get out to all my what do I want to call them?
Floozies.
Friends.
Floozies. All his floozies. He got
I
floozies, girl.
I like to send them a candle to remind them of me, because let me tell you something. I I know you gotta go, but I figured out the secret to candles and perfume. I know the secret. I know the female secret now.
What is
What
it?
you do is do what you do. Like she said, one of her scented candles is lavender, right? What you do is, if the girl likes lavender, you put lavender in your house. So when she comes over and smells lavender, leaves your house and goes to her house and smells lavender, it's a constant reminder of you because you had the lavender. I'm a tactician with this. I'm a genius.
Oh, a tactician. Okay, we're gonna leave the tactician to doing his tactician stuff, but we are gonna let you know that Facebook is chiming in. D Shield said it's always the reusable container for me, and I love your container and the products. The packaging is beautiful. And then
Thank you. Thank
Jasmine,
you.
she put the website up there. Please check out Eco Lit Candles. So if you haven't checked Facebook, check. That's where you can find her candles at ecolitcandles.co. It's the CO for me, okay?
It's
CO.
the
That's
CO for me, okay?
2021. And yes, and Dee says she's ordering the Hamptons Noir Matte for her. So
Thank you. Thank you
yes,
so
yes,
much.
yes.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for coming on and rolling out AM wake up call. Let people know where they can follow your movement, girl.
Yeah, so we
And can
are
we?
at hmm?
Don't
No, keep going.
interrupt her. Be a
Oh.
guest. Go ahead, Shalita. I'm sorry.
So you can find us on Facebook at Eco-Lit Candles. You can follow us on Instagram at Eco Lit Candles and on TikTok, because that's where it's at right now, at Eco Lit Candles.
All right.
Again, thank you
And
for allowing me to come on and speak about my business. I certainly appreciate it.
Absolutely. We
and she has
appreciate
a Romeo International candle coming out in February. So, lady, ready is a Romeo International scent. Hey, that's not a bad idea.
all lies. Good.
Just saying.
Don't let him do that. Okay. Thank you so much, Shalita, for stopping by.
Thank
We're gonna make
you.
like ecolitcandles.co
Who?
co and patronize her business. Take
Thank you.
care.
Bye.
Bye
Who don't
bye.
want a Romeo International candle? Portia though. Everybody want a Romeo International candle. Doggone it. Smell me.
Ugh, that's
I,
nasty.
I mean, smell me. I smell. I smell like roses too.
So
Doggone it.
nasty.
It is
I need
9:03 a.m.
y'all need something to eat
Rolling
or
out AM in the
something.
morning.
What's
See,
up, y'all?
see. Mm-mm-mm.
Let's get into this social
Terrible.
report. What you doing while I'm sitting over
9
here hungry?
9:03 in the morning, man. So terrible. Let's start. Let's start with doing too much. Uh,
Doing too
Tampa,
much.
Tampa, Florida is doing too much. Yesterday, in preparation for the
That is too
Super Bowl, 71 arrests, 71 arrests in human trafficking was made in preparation for the Super Bowl in Tampa. Basically, what happened is, well, hold on a second, because I can hear Portia typing. She might need to throw the mute on while you typing. This shit is loud. Jesus.
Stop.
Pop, pop, pop.
Communicate. I was trying to communicate with my
So,
producer.
uh, so check this out, ladies and gentlemen. So, for the past month in Tampa, the FBI held a month-long sting where they actually put up fake Instagrams about model contest and girls coming to Tampa for Super Bowl looking for work. They put up undercover officers in clubs. They put undercover officers on the street, and they arrested over 71 sex traffickers, human traffickers, into to prepare for a Super Bowl because as one of the biggest human trafficking events always happens during Super Bowl and All Star Weekend. So 71 people was arrested. I don't know how to say dummy, But y'all some dummies. Like like there's nothing else to say from that. Um Next up, let's talk about a legend. Let's go there because I definitely wanna call this man a legend. Theodore Lumpkin Jr., one of the last surviving members of the famed Tuskegee Airmen who served during World War II, has died and passed away at the age of 100. Black men stand strong. If black don't crack, black men stand strong. At the age of 100, Theodore Lumpkin Jr., one of the last surviving members of the Tuskegee Airmen, passed away. They say that it was due to COVID-19. A lot of people say it was due to his age, but this man should be honored as being one of the founders, one of the four founders in history of the Tuskegee Airmen, and he was the last surviving. He was the last surviving member. So shout out to him. Shout out to his family. Rest in power. Your sacrifice, your courage, and what you did for black men in general will always be remembered. And I will make sure that this story gets shared socially today because this is very important. Uh, Next up, let's talk about John Singleton. Now I know everybody loves they black movies, but if you ain't seen this one, you definitely not black. Today in history, John Singleton's Higher Learning was released in theaters 26 years ago. Our rest in peace to John Singleton. The last time we got the chance to see John Singleton, he attended Rolling Out's Ride Conference, which you can go to rollingout.com, search John Singleton, and you can see all that information of all the knowledge and gems that he gave to us. But today, Higher Learning was released in theaters. One of actually my top 5 black films. I think if you guys remember, Omar Epps, Tyra Banks, Ice Cube, Busta Rhymes, Regina Hall. These were like, you remember? These were like the them before they blew up. This was literally them before they blew up. And Higher Learning was so dope. It actually made it made black people want to go to college. It really made black people want to go to college. So shout out to this being its celebrated 26th year being released in theaters. And last but not least, and not last, I look, man, get your boy. I R. Kelly. I'm gonna read this slow so y'all can understand. R. Kelly shared his 2013 songs on Instagram to celebrate his birthday. R. Kelly.
How did he do that?
In jail.
How?
With his phone.
What did he do? I'm confused. I'm so confused.
So I saw this I saw this happening on Twitter, right? And it was trending. People was like, "Hey guys, is R. Kelly tweeting from jail?" Because it was random. Like it came out of nowhere. Is R. Kelly tweeting from jail? Because he was tweeting thank yous. He was tweeting his favorite songs. He was tweeting, "I'm doing well. Thank you for the prayers." Is R. Kelly? There's a lot of things you can do in jail. I've seen it. I know you can tweet from jail. Apparently, R. Kelly, for his birthday, he was allowed his phone, and he
What?
was allowed to share. He was allowed to share all his old songs from jail. And what he did was he made a statement. He said, after 22 years of a blessed career, had me lying in my hospital bed, crying tears, and just to have as many people hating on me, I had so many people loving me. And let's not forget the hood around and the world covering me. Blessings and prayers to everyone. From R. Kelly. Look, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Now, I'm down the hall from R. Kelly. Let me tell you what's gonna happen now. I'm tired, bro. Look, you
You
messed up.
play
You
too
know, messed
much.
up the.
He playing too much.
Cause the repercussion of this, Portia Monique, is they got in trouble again because of him. So now the inmates were stated. It was stated that the inmates were placed on lockdown, and they had to have random search, which means they got to go to everybody's cell. Yay! And search through the cells. All right, Kelly, look, let me
Right,
tell you where
because
prison work, brother.
so I mean, you said earlier that they allowed him to have his phone. I don't think that's possible to allow him to have his phone. What I think happened was he probably snuck a phone in there because from what I hear, you can sneak everything in jail. You get everything in jail. They sneak it in or whatever. So he must have had his own phone somewhere in jail, and since he's such a high profile inmate, the spotlight was shined on him once he did it. And he probably knew that's what was going to happen. But are you ready for that ass whooping that comes with that? Because that's exactly what's going to follow. Like, you sit up there. I understand you don't want to forget who you are. But your inmates,
Hey, man.
your bunkmates, whoever they are, they not going to forget, boo.
Hey,
They're going to be
man.
mad.
Look, I know. Okay, look. I got to go with my producer TJ. Right. As a man, I know you spending some of that bread to keep people off your ass. Let's be honest. We know that. Some of that money going to some whoever in charge to keep people off your ass. Bruh, you cannot keep putting these inmates in lockdown situations. This is not gonna go well.
His money ain't ran out yet. Like, or does he have like long money like that? I would have thought that his money would have ran out trying to keep him safe. You know, like I don't.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
look. So, and the funny part, before I close out, so the funny part is a lot of people say, well, somebody's tweeting for him. I remember when I was on Twitter and all of a sudden it just shot up. And R. Kelly's tweeting. Like, it was really like R. Kelly's tweeting. I'm like, R. Kelly tweeting. R. Kelly not tweeting. And I look, I'm like, R. Kelly's tweeting. These are jail tweets. These ain't I'm out tweets. These are legit jail tweets. Sitting in my I'm sitting in my whites, missing everybody. Don't worry, Trump will be in there with you.
Yeah, I'm laughing at Dee's comment. She said Trump will pardon R. Kelly just to create mess and drama, mass hysteria. Girl, if that ain't the case, yeah. So, but I can see how he can have other people tweeting for him, though. So I get that piece. So he might not get his ass beat if that's the narrative that he going with. I got people on the outside. Yeah, Trump is not trying to pardon himself. He just anyway, y'all.
They coming for that.
They come. I heard that Trump last day in office was yesterday. Didn't y'all hear that? They had it on the government site that his last day as president was yesterday. Did y'all hear that?
As far as last day, or it's time for him to move out?
Last day, like all of it. But
Okay.
I heard that someone hacked the government site and put that, his last day as being yesterday up there. And so they had to take down the site temporarily to see what was going on with it. Listen, they're also, let's get into my report because they're also trying to impeach his little butt or his big butt. Um, so today, I believe that the House is going to vote on the 25th Amendment resolution. Wait a minute, what's today? Today is Tuesday. Is it Wednesday they're going to do
Today's
it?
Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. Okay.
Okay.
So the House of Representatives is expected to vote today, Tuesday, on a resolution calling for Vice President Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment against President Trump days after violent insurrectionists fueled by Trump's rhetoric overtook the Capitol. So the measure, which is likely to pass the Democratic-controlled House, urges Pence to immediately use his powers to convene the cabinet and declare Trump unfit for office and assume the powers and responsibilities of acting president of the United States. And I think that he's going to do it because, number one, the history books are going to show that he was the president for X amount of days, or whatnot, because he voted to take Trump out. I think he's going to do it for selfish reasons, in addition to doing it for the people and, everybody else. So I don't know if they get a chance to vote on it and he can veto it, or if the vote comes back that everybody passes the bill and then it goes to Pence and then he either vetoes it or he invokes it. So we'll see. I'm hoping that
let me ask you this. I'm listening to the talk. Does it really matter 8 days out? Like, is it like, or are they, does it really matter 8 days out? Or are they, at this point, is it petty? Because it's 8 days out.
No,
is it petty?
He needs to be removed from office immediately. Immediately. Let him go right now. So they're saying that Trump widely advertised and broadly encouraged the protests that led to last week's violence. The resolution argues and then ignored calls to swiftly condemn his supporters' actions. It also cites his repeated efforts to delegitimize the presidential election results with false claims of widespread voter fraud. He needs to go now. So here's the thing with Pence: if he does not respond within 24 hours to the 25th Amendment resolution, the House plans to move forward with impeachment proceedings. Trump is just the third U.S. president to have ever been impeached. He would be the only to have been impeached twice. He about to lose his job.
Well, I get it. I see. Okay, so I see the producer and you saying it matters. Impeach him. I'm with that. All I'm saying is 8 days out. Like next year out. Like regardless, next Tuesday he's out.
Go down in history. It needs to go down in history that he was impeached twice. I think Pence is going to vote for it because remember, Trump went against him and basically called him a coward and said he didn't have the courage to do what was necessary and go against all of the people of the United States. So I think Pence is going to do it as a slap in the face to Trump and also as something that is self-gratifying for himself so that he can go down in history as being promoted to the president of the United States when they impeached Trump twice.
Is Trump, okay, let me ask you this. If that's the case, is Pence saving his ass? Is Pence doing this to save his ass, or does he really want him impeached?
I think he's doing it for self-serving reasons, and then he probably wants him impeached. So Gerald said, and he talking to you, Romeo. Gerald Johnson on Facebook said, "Ain't nothing petty about getting a madman out of office." I agree. If he is impeached, he can't run again. Thanks for that, Jacqueline Evans. Right now, it's important to impeach. That way, number one, he cannot run in 2024. And then number two, he cannot get a retirement check. Our producer also said that he will not for service. Pence already denounced him, and again, he can't run for president or any office for that matter.
So that's the good. That's the information that I needed. Now I understand. If it's thank you D, who loves me, and you didn't have to add an extra P to petty. Blah. I get it
Thanks,
now.
D. Thanks,
Taking
Jacqueline.
away
Thanks, Gerald.
taking away the
Yeah.
fact that he can't run, taking away the money, taking away. Okay, now I understand the impeachment. Now I get it now.
Yeah, they
I
need to
get
do
it.
something to one of his kids run for office as well. I agree. I definitely agree. So Danny says our tax dollars should not be used for his retirement package. Completely agree. Completely agree. So let's get him on out of there. We have a Democratic Senate right now. So let's pass that bill, put it in front of Pence. I believe that Pence is going to approve the bill. I think he's going to vote himself into office so it can go down in the history books that Trump was impeached twice and that he was the president for 8 days, however many days it is. So kudos.
Do you think? Real quick. Do you think Pence should still out? So after this is over, should Pence still stay in politics, or should he just fade away? So he just be like, "Hey, I'm out." Okay.
Fade. So go out on top, right? So you've already denounced Trump. Y'all at odds against each other. I don't think we ever seen them in the same room much anyway. So they probably never liked each other. So go out on a high note. Like you did what was right. You went against him. He denounced you. You denounced him. You become president. End of story. Don't run again. Go somewhere.
Gotcha.
With the fly on the head and the red eye. Go somewhere. Anyway,
Gotcha.
Yes, okay. Connie said, think of it this way, Romeo. If you put in your 2 weeks notice, but 2 days later, you slap your boss or a coworker, they walking you up the door that day. Yes, Connie. Yes, they are that day. That part. So moving on. We hope they do the right thing and get his butt up out of office. But moving on in other entertainment news, did you guys hear that LaToya Luckett is divorcing her husband? So y'all know she just had another baby. So now they have a girl and a boy. I think the baby might not even be 6 months. But she announced, she announced recently that she's filing for divorce from her husband, Tamikis Walker. They were married over just 3 years. And so there were allegations that he was cheating on her and whatever the case may have been, we don't know, but she is leaving him. It says momentum had been building towards the actualization of a permanent split. This is Terry writing, y'all, so I'm just saying. So the story is on rollingout.com, so make sure you go visit it. But for example, and it was reported in August 2020 that the rumors were swirling that she dumped her husband after allegedly catching him cheating. And she had removed the word wife from her Instagram bio. The news also comes less than 6 months after she gave birth to her son, Tyson, Tysun, Wolf Walker, in September 2020. Together, they also have a daughter, Gianna, who is super cute. She was born in 2018. Luckett, who is 39, informed her 2.6 million followers on Instagram of her heart-wrenching decision and her prayerful consideration. Okay, so they're gonna divorce. What's that? What is that, Romeo? What you doing?
I'm getting my shot ready.
Yes, always.
Give my shot.
So yeah.
Give my shot.
It's sad and unfortunate that sometimes being a celebrity, your relationship is out in the forefront. I encourage everyone to take a cue from Beyonce and Jay-Z, not to say that they are exempt from it, because we all remember the notorious elevator incident where Jay-Z got messed up by Solange. We get that. But
First of all, that went away.
Like, listen.
That went away the next day.
Yes, if I got a divorce. You gonna have to guess because I'm not putting it out there. So what? If you see me with somebody else, that's my business, and my business is my business. Anyway, her husband came back
Let me
and
tell you.
basically
Go ahead.
go.
What do you say?
So
Well, no. What do you say? Because
her
I'm about to say
husband
something.
came back and he said something to the effect for all y'all that's now sitting up there talking about I ain't never like him anyway. He said I ain't never like y'all stanky asses either.
Man,
He was like,
he
I ain't
he
never
he's
liked
sensitive for
y'all
that.
either. No.
He
And
need a
then he
hug. Let
said,
me.
and no, then he did say that he never cheated on her. So, but
I'm
sometimes
glad
I
they
think
broke up. Go
why?
ahead.
Because you about to shut up. I think Gerald said
No.
it. Gerald said it in the comments earlier, but he also said stop looking for celebrity couples to be your role models. Yes, but he also said earlier that a relationship without intimacy, and I'm not saying that this was going on in their relationship because I wasn't there. I don't know, but sometimes when you're not treated the way that you think that you should be treated, and if the intimacy is not there, it's not going to work. So you have to continuously work on your relationship and work on making sure that you're taking time for each other, especially when you have little kids, right? But I think if they're gonna break up now while the kids are young. They don't have to necessarily process what's going on, and then they could just adjust to life, right? So we going over mama house, we going over daddy house. That's just how life is, and so the kids will be okay.
Man, uh, throw all that off a bridge. Let me tell y'all something. I'm glad they broke up. Get my shoulder ready. This why. I'm gonna tell y'all, ladies, I'm on y'all side. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all dudes are whack. Y'all need to stop wasting these females' time. Women ask me y'all, see, they take a joke, but women be like, why is this emoji next to my name or why is this next to my name? Because I'm not about to waste your time. I'm going. I know exactly what you are to me, for me, this, that, and the third. Dudes, y'all be wasting these females' time. Y'all fight so hard to get them. Y'all live a life. Y'all have children, and then all of a sudden, oh, I want to cheat or I want to leave. Man, that's whack as hell. Cause number one, not only have you took her energy and her spirit, but now you get to walk away. Cause the kids are with her. The power is with her, but you get to walk away and jump into a brand new situation all because you couldn't hold your end of the pocket of the court. You couldn't play the game. You wasn't in there working out. Relationships and marriage. Let me tell you what marriage is from what I learned from my dad and my mom. And they've been together forever. And I'm not saying people are meant to be together forever, but it is a work in progress. It ain't dating. Technically, y'all should have been dating if that's the case. I never understand people who be like, because they was together for what, 2 years, 3 years tops? What was it, Portia? It was less than 5,
I don't
right?
know. I don't know. I'm
Y'all better
not
stop
sure
wasting
how
these
long.
females' time.
I
All
agree,
these
Romeo.
bad 3. Thank you, TJ. All these gorgeous, beautiful women out here with these kids because you decided to play games because you just wanted to hook up, but you can't hold your weight. Man, y'all better stop playing with these people's life. I'm trying. I could have hollered at Latoya and been there for a good 7. You messed it up for me in 3. Ass.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
the one of the key things, especially when you get older in your relationships, it really is very, very, very important to be friends first. I'm not saying that they were not, but 3 years. I'm sorry, y'all. But 3 years together, and then you got 2 kids. That don't give you a lot of time together to be friends, right? Because you had to be pregnant for 9 months, and then came the baby. So I'm just saying. And now you got 2 babies. So I think they probably should have worked on their friendship a lot longer. So it is 9:30 a.m. You are rocking with the best. Portia Monique and Romeo International for the Rolling Out AM wake up call. But going back to their relationship, Romeo, you said that he gets to walk away. I totally and completely agree with everything that you said. However, I want people to see the flip side of that too. She gets to walk away too, because a lot of the times we feel as if the female is bogged down and she can't, have a life of her own. So I know from experience that's just not the case. Like, you really can have your own life. You really can go about your life and do other things and have another relationship. For me, um, initially it was hard for me to give up the control, right? Because I'm like, fuck that. You ain't having my babies and I don't want them around. But once I realized that it was a break for me too, mentally,
Thank you, TJ.
emotionally, physically, all of that, then I was okay with it. And so what I'm saying is, for me and my kids and their dad, we would do a week on and a week off, and we eventually got to the place where I didn't have to see him, because I would drop him off at school. He would pick him up on Fridays. The following Friday, I would pick up the kids, and we did that for years, right? And so, we weren't together when the kids were really, really, really young. Amari has never lived with his dad. Zamir lived with him until he was like 3. So anyway, I'm saying that to say this. All is not lost for Latoya. She has a chance to completely live her life. Like, if they go to an arrangement where they're doing a week on and a week off. No, she does. She does. She don't have to bring nobody
she does
around
not.
her kids. How?
Let me tell you something. Cause here's the thing. How easy was it for you to deal? Cause I'm gonna agree with my producer TJ. She don't get to walk away the same. You know why? Because when he goes to his apartment or where he lives and stuff like that, he only thing he has to think about is the next day. So she got to walk around with answers. Girl, let me tell you something. She got to walk around with answers. Girl, what happened? What did he do? So she's answering that. Girl, what are you and the kids gonna do?
Listen,
she's answering that. I guarantee you, he ain't gotta answer none of that stuff. Cause fellas, what the fellas gonna do? Let me tell you something. What my partner TJ tell her, what fellas gonna do? Fellas ain't finna ask the dude, hey man, how you feeling? You gotta do. We not finna do all that. So she gonna be, cause she's the power. She's the power in the relationship.
Listen,
so she's the one. Okay.
Listen, like she said, please respect my privacy. So she did put that on her post and let people know that she was getting a divorce. And she was like, I'm just letting y'all know this, but please respect my privacy. Listen, like, as much as I preach this, and this is going to be a theme going into 2021, write your own story. She can write her own story to whereas she doesn't address rumors. She doesn't say anything about anything. Like I said, look at B and Jay-Z. Like, yes, we saw that one incident with them acting up or whatever in the elevator, but that's really all that we've seen. Like, we ain't really seen Rumi. We haven't really seen Sir. Like, we haven't really seen her kids. Like, they keep all of that out of the limelight, and it's possible to do. Don't ask me shit. I'm not answering. I mean, that's it. Keep it moving. And for Latoya, like I said, all is not lost. Yes, you can put your all into your kids, but also remember that you are a female. You have needs, and you don't have to have your kids see everything that you do. If y'all make an arrangement where it could be, y'all could even do 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. You can go live your life. I'm just saying.
Right, like TJ. And plus, Taru, I hear what you're saying, but Portia Monique capping right now. I'm gonna tell you why she capping right now. Because a couple of weeks ago, this is the same Portia Monique who said for Dr. Dre, well, she deserves $20 million a month because she got to take care of the kids, and you don't know what she did for him. And David, hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Yes, you did. She got to take care. She took care of the kids, and you don't know what she did for him, and you don't know what she went through with this, that, and the third. You put all that pressure on the fact of what he did not do. So it's not even break up because
she stayed for 30 years. She stayed.
So what I'm saying is both parties don't get to walk away equally. The man gets to walk away easier than the woman. He does. She has
Be
to hold
that
the weight.
as you think it may, it's
Okay.
fine. My point is, Latoya can still live her life. They can make arrangements with the kids. She can go on and do whatever it is that she wants to do. She can write her own requests. She can make her life as fulfilling as she wants it to be. She is not the victim in this situation. She does not have to answer to anybody's questions, and she can do what she want to do because she grown as hell. And she ain't got to answer to none of y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna ask. That's gonna be our question today that we're
Facebook?
gonna post on social media. That's
Yes.
what we're gonna do.
Peru, I agree that I'm
Thank,
right.
thank you, producer TJ. Nobody said that
Peru,
she can't
I
live her
agree
life.
that I'm right. No,
Nobody
she
said she
can't leave
can't
her
live her life,
children,
but
but she can't live
she
her
can't
life.
live
She
her life the
can.
same as his.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Okay.
Go ahead, Romeo. I'm just saying she can go on and do whatever it is that she wants. Write your own request, girl. Listen, all is not lost. Janet went out there, got her a billionaire. He was way too controlling, got her a son. After that prenup was over, she left. Like, listen, you can do whatever you want to do. She left. She was like, bye. And
You talking about two separate prices? Go ahead.
Latoya has enough family support around her to where she really can. Like, her kids are young right now. She can keep her kids with her. She can go travel. She can have a nanny. She can do her TV shows. She can do all of this and all of that. Like, she's not missing a beat because her man is gone. That's all I'm saying. You
Wow.
ready to shoot your shot, right? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because he. I know an idiot move when I won. You don't give up Latoya Luckett. Who does that? That's
He probably
stupid.
didn't give her up. She probably left. She was probably tired of that bull crap that he was dishing out. Let me tell y'all something about athletes, because he was a former football player, right? Wasn't he a former football player? Somebody chime in and let me know if he was a former football player. Anyway, athletes tend, like professional athletes, once you get to that level, you tend to have an overabundance of confidence. Not only that, you have a lot of experience with females and or males, whatever your preference is. You have a lot of experience with people coming at you and people being on your job and people catering to you and people not saying no to you and people making your life easy. And so once that's established and you haven't been with the woman, your girl or your mate since high school, and she hasn't been ingrained in that way of life, then we won't know as a woman. We don't know that life for you. You the one who know it. So he probably came into the relationship with all of that, and then when she was like, "Hold on, buddy," because I'm the prize, he probably was like, "No, you're not. I am." And he probably wasn't old enough and mature enough to realize that she was the prize. And so he lost. That's what happened. He lost, not her. Romeo ain't got nothing to say now. Anyway, yes, Kathy, I'm with you, P. But daddy issues are real. Yep. His just leaving and going to the airport was on my nerve. Oh, okay? So on Facebook, they talking about Drew and her man Ralph. Remember, we interviewed Ralph. I think it might have been last week. Ralph Pittman from Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, so they turned that conversation into that. But Gerald said, when you deal with people who feel they can do it and get away with it, or are put in that limelight, you feel entitled. Yes, and yes, and yes. So, anyway, what was the question of the day, TJ? I mean, Romeo.
I'm gonna pose the question, and matter of fact, so I won't be wrong, I'll let you reword it. I was gonna pose the question: is it easier for a man or woman to walk away from a long-term relationship?
You have to define long term.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Three,
It is
three.
easier. Listen, So the way that you pose a question, it is easier for a man to walk away because the woman typically has the responsibility of the kids. But if you split that up equally, and y'all both got them equal amounts of times, then hey, I was watching.
I got you, producer.
What he say?
No gender
Just
specific.
yeah, relationship with children. I was watching.
Okay.
So the older you get, the more difficult it becomes. And so I got an advanced screener of Wendy, the Wendy Williams documentary, What a Mess, I believe that's the name of it. And she was talking about how um, it was difficult for her to end her relationship. And then you'll see in the documentary that comes out later on this month that it really is. The older you become, the harder it is, and the harder it gets to end a long term relationship. That's why I say end that shit quick. Kids ain't even 2, 6 months. Bye. Bye bye. I'm gone. Anyway, yes, okay. Producer is urging me to move on. It's 9:41. You are tuned into the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call with your girl Portia Monique and Romeo International. And we are getting into this last story of mine. And it does have to do with politics. So Stacey Abrams is running neck and neck with Brian Kemp for the 2022 gubernatorial race. So they're calling her a political superstar. All right, Terry. So political superstar Stacey Abrams is reportedly running neck and neck with incumbent Georgia Governor Brian Kemp in a poll for the gubernatorial race in 2022. The former Georgia state representative has hailed as a hero nationwide for developing a behind-the-scenes strategy to successfully flip Georgia blue for the first time in 29 years. The feat greatly aided in Joe Biden's presidential victory over the incumbent. However, Abrams lost a tightly contested race for Georgia governor in 2018, where she and others accused Kemp of engaging in widespread voter fraud and suppression in mostly black districts. So, we'll see. I think that Stacey Abrams is going to win in 2022, and I think that her efforts did not and will not go in vain. What do you think?
I think that,
Stop being
and not
distracted,
to
Romeo.
be,
What do you think?
I'm tired of voting, man. Like I'm tired. I'm tired. Like they just sent another message yesterday. Like Jesus, freaking Christ, man. I'm gonna vote, people. Like stop sending me messages. I'm tired of voting. I'm Team Stacey Abrams. Uh, I'm Team Kamala and I'm just Team get the world right. But damn it, hey man, y'all better stop bothering me about voting. Jesus. Well, you need to vote for the it's the Senate. Right? No, she's running for whatever. That's what they was talking about. I'm like, man,
Governor.
governor. Like, come on, man, dude. Can't we just make him quit too? Jesus, man. These people really want their positions. At, you know what's so crazy? All these people with all these positions and they don't do shit.
Oh,
Like you're the governor. I'm just saying, what governor, whatever your name is, what have you
Kemp.
done? What have you
For
done,
what?
sir? For Georgia,
Anyway,
you ain't did
he
nothing but
cheated.
play golf.
He allegedly cheated. But you ain't hear that from me.
But it go,
Uh,
but it
anyway,
goes
I
back to
wanted
my
to go
point.
back
Like,
to. Go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
I just
no,
want
it
to see
goes back to.
action. That's all. I just want to see action. I just want to see. I want to see act. All these people that we putting in office. I'm tired of hearing y'all talk. I'm tired of hearing y'all talk. I need to see action, please.
Stacey Abrams definitely showed y'all some action. So y'all can underestimate a black woman if you want to, and get fired and get voted out of office,
Oof.
and you know what I'm saying? Like you can do that if you want to. But yeah. Anyway, I wanted to go back to Iris's statement on Facebook. So I don't watch their show, so I didn't know what incident they were talking about. going back to Latoya and
Uh-huh.
Tamikis. So she said, G was talking about Latoya's husband when he just left her at the airport without a kiss or goodbye or nothing. She said his ass was cheating in, and that's why he started the fight on the way to the airport. So I didn't know that. So I understand now.
Go to his main chick. He had to go to his main
And
girl.
that's what
I
happened.
understand.
So they think so sometimes guys think we're dumb. And I don't know if it's that they think that we're dumb. I think that they think that they're smarter than us. That's never the case, sir. That's never, ever, ever the case, sir.
Uh,
Like never. That's never the case. So anyway, so it was overlay for the underplay. On their way to the airport, he created this big old fight so he can go see whoever he was on his way to go see. That's what happened. Ain't nobody dumb. What? Yeah, you ain't got
if
nothing
you
to say
stay
because
in
I ain't never
it,
so many
if
of
you
them
stay in
make
it, you dumb.
political when they get in office. Oh, you talking about, yeah. Take that position, Stacey Abrams. It's yours. Yeah. So anyway, 9:46 on the Rolling Out AM up call. What, Romeo? What you saying? Why you keep
I'm just saying,
that?
if you stay in it, cause you stay in it, you dumb. Like the main chick, the side chick, if he walks away
People
like
don't.
that,
That's why I say that the quicker you can walk away, the better. The longer you stay in a relationship is very difficult to walk away. Um, women don't stay in relationships because they're dumb, Romeo. Women stay in relationships
I
because of
Marcus.
factors. So you got,
Whoa. Okay, restate that. I didn't say they
women
stay in it because
don't
they
stay.
dumb.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
Women don't stay in relationships because they're dumb. Women stay in relationships because of other factors, not because they're dumb. Women are always smarter than the man. Always, 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 always. In a relationship, always.
Okay.
Thank you, Marcus. Don't say nothing. Let me win that one.
Yeah.
Exactly. What's up, Marcus? From Memphis checking in.
I respect my man Marcus. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
If you think that, okay. If
Teru
you
telling me to
think
stop
that,
and speak. Teru, what you got to say? Teru, put your comments in there. What you trying to say? Come on the show. Tell us what you're
you
trying to
think,
say. But yeah, I'm just saying. Listen, we might act dumb. We not. 9 times out of 10, we know something's going on. It's just a matter of if we want to say anything about it or not. We might be comfortable too. I can assure you, Dr. Dre's wife knew everything. Didn't give a damn because she was living in a lap of luxury. She probably had her fling with her trainer because that's the thing.
so she was paid for it, right?
Who was paid for? You talking about
You
Dr.
just
Dre's
said
wife?
hold up. If we talking in general, you just said in general, a lot of women are paid for. So technically, they're not
Who
gonna
the
say
hell
nothing
said
because their
that?
lifestyle.
Who
Hold
said
on.
that?
I'm
I didn't say that.
okay. Let me
No,
go
hold
back
on.
to Dr. Dre. So Dr. Dre's wife lifestyle was paid, which required
I said
her
she was
not
living.
to say.
Yes. I
Okay,
said she may
so
have been living
technically,
in a lap of luxury. And what I said was that 9 times out of 10,
may
9.95
have.
times out of 10, she knew what was going on and she knew he was cheating. And she probably didn't want to say anything because of her lifestyle and how she was living. And she was living in a lap of luxury. But something came up to where she couldn't put up with it anymore. And she was like, I'm done. Give me my $2 million a month.
You just hate when they see the writing on the wall, like many instances of cheating or red flags, and then think, oh, it would change because he says without going for help. You're right. You're right. Oh, I'm gonna change after this third time. We see it in media, right?
Then we get mad at
Because
ourselves.
girls be like,
from experience. Then we
She's
get
still
mad at
with him?
ourselves for staying
Why
because we
she
like, why
still
did
with
I
him?
stay? Why did I stay? I'm mad at myself for staying. And a lot of times as women, we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. We have to learn how to love and or relove ourselves and know that we can't change the past, but know that it's gonna be all right. And keep it moving. I'm saying we know
What?
we're investigative by nature. We know, and if we don't know, it's because we don't want to know.
Hey, Teru. Hey, get your. Hey, Teru said go to therapy. You need.
I don't need therapy.
Who?
Drew know exactly
Hey,
what I'm
who
saying.
hurt
He know
you?
what he know. Listen, my therapy is my
Who hurt you?
experience. My therapy is my experience. I'm
Hey,
speaking from
hey, yeah, come
experience.
on,
I'm letting y'all know.
come on,
Yes, keep it
come on.
moving,
It's okay.
Courtney.
Come on,
Exactly. Marcus
come on.
says, I have proof that a woman knows she did me wrong, but now want to be truthful with me. But I left that situation in 2020. Absolutely, Marcus. Absolutely. I think it's the same for men as well. And
What?
sometimes because women are smarter than men, they can, tell you what you want to hear and get that ear and be like, baby, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Da, 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 da. But that's on the man to be like, I'm good. Sometimes the man can't say I'm good. I'm just saying. What?
I don't know
And
what class
Taro,
y'all went to.
my
They ain't.
therapy, my therapy is my experience. And I just want to let
Yeah.
young women know that y'all ain't got to put up with this. Young, old, mature, we ain't got to put up with it. We fine.
Really?
Mentally,
Really?
physically, emotionally, yes, we're fine. Mary J. Blige made a
All these
song about it. Shout
mixing.
out to the queen. Shout out to the queen because her birthday was yesterday. But she made a song about it. She said, "We fine, 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 fine. Ooh, ooh, ooh." We fine.
Hey, Mary J. Blige single, right?
Yes, but she's
Case
single.
closed. Hey, it's 9:52 a.m. I appreciate
She's
everybody
single
checking in
because
and
she
rolling out.
stayed with
Hey,
that man for
and
all that time, and now she wanna just be into herself and find out who she. She's
oh,
single,
you
so
talking about
as to what
you talking about the
let the
man
public.
who you talking about the man who's getting paid child support, spouse
It's not
support?
child
You
support.
talking about that guy? Is alimony?
He
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
dirty.
Who? So who won?
He was
Okay,
just
okay, okay,
dirty.
gotcha. All right. So shout out to him for winning. Good job, brother. Hey,
He was
uh,
dirty and
uh, um,
ugly. Him. I ain't like
well,
it. And
well, hold,
so and
well,
that's what
hold
I want
on.
to ask. Hold on. No, because that prompts another
Hold
question. I
on,
know we
no,
got
because you
not
just said you just said it just like Dr. Dre and his wife. You don't know what that man did for her. You don't know the stuff that he put up, all the times he rubbed her feet, all the stuff he did. He deserved that money. Hey man, get your money, bro.
listen. Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing. So and this is I wanted to pose another question. So with women such as a Mary J and or a Wendy, right? So when they're successful in their careers and they got a lot going on and they're super busy and their name is ringing and they're making their money, is that intimidating for the husbands, right? So even like a Kerry Washington who's still married, is that intimidating to be known as Kerry Washington's husband as opposed to what his name is? Is it
Dude.
intimidating for ex-husband of Mary J. Blige to be in her shadow all the time? Was it intimidating for a Kevin Hunter to, be in Wendy Williams' shadow all the time? And in that same vein, I know we gotta go, but in that same vein, does that drive them to
Dude.
compete with someone of lesser stature who maybe don't have a lot going on and who can aid to your beck and
Dude.
call and feel like a
Thank you.
king?
Hey,
What?
thank you, Marcus. Dudes don't give a damn if a female make more money than him.
No, but here's
Dudes
the
they
thing.
dudes don't care if she
Here's
make
the
more
thing.
money than me and she taking care of me, dudes don't care.
I think they do care, and here's so they care enough to the point where their ego is bruised, and they have to go find someone that is going to big up their ego or stroke their ego, and make them feel like they're on this pedestal, so to speak, because their wives are
Oh
all
shit.
busy, whatever it is that they do. We gonna say that for tomorrow, y'all. We gonna come back with a question of the day about that, because I truly believe that like a Kevin Hunter, he had to go get him somebody that made him feel like a star, so to speak. Because Wendy was over there handling her business, making money for the
Hey.
family. Felt like he
Ooh,
had to go see
I'm
on this
Stedman.
little girl over
I'm
here that he had a baby by.
I'm 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 Stedman. I'm so mad that Oprah make more money than me and take care of me and feed me, and I get to do what I want to do. Boo hoo, man! No dudes don't care about that. Hey man, take care of me. Hey, let's go.
Romeo ain't never been in love, Iris. That's what's going on. Yep. And look at Stedman and Oprah. Yep.
Well,
Well, that's
no,
who he
producer,
is.
producer. No, one girl had me upside down. Producer, really,
I know who
I
that
can't say
girl
her
was.
name. TJ.
I know who that girl was because she was. I know who she was, and I ain't gonna
Hey,
say nothing.
I want y'all
Out
to
there.
have a great day, man. It's 9:57 a.m.
Yes,
My positive thought of the day is, fellas, don't miss your step, don't miss your beat. You stay on track, fellas. I'm inspiring all my fellas, man. Y'all stay on beat. Don't let these women throw you off track. Love yourself, cause you deserve yourself. And I pass it to Portia Monique.
Okay, today is Tuesday, January 12th. We are at 9:57 a.m. and you are rocking with the best rolling out AM wake up call with your guests. I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place. It's the coffee, y'all. With your host, Portia Monique and Romeo International. And I want to remind y'all today, in today's positive thoughts, that a woman can be who and what she wants to be at all time. And we should remember that. Is it 10 o'clock? We should remember that. She doesn't have to please anybody. She's allowed to take a break. She's stronger than any excuse out there. And when in doubt, coffee. That's all I got to say. Write your own request. Women can be who what they want to be at all times. With kids. Without a man in a relationship. Without the relationship. That's all I'm saying.
I see Iris. Yeah, she did. Hey man, y'all have a great day, man.
Taru, come
We
on
gonna
and show them
we gonna
out. We can listen. Come on and show them out, Taru.
we,
Let's do it.
we need to give Portia a hug. Yeah, come on tomorrow. We gotta figure that out. We gotta give Portia a hug or something. Cause
All right, Sir
she
King
needs some
Marcus. Shit, I
therapy.
call myself Sir King Marcus. I
Ain't
love
no
y'all. We'll see
dude.
y'all tomorrow.
Ain't no dude
Taru,
worried
come on
about no
and show them
female making
out.
more money
Nice and bright.
than him.
It's not the fact that he's worried about making
And I'm ready to fly. Time to get
because
ready, ready
other
for
the
another
household.
day. No one can stop us. Oh,
What's
we're
up,
gonna
y'all?
get every day.
Taru,
We
I just want to
Ain't
show
nobody thinking about that.
we do
Betty.
our best, so
What you
we'll
talking about?
be great. You do your best.
I'm gonna see y'all
And I'll
tomorrow.
do
I had fun
mine.
today. Wait a minute. The
I'm
whole
gonna try to see y'all tomorrow.
producer talking about I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying.
Y'all better get these people.
Congratulations.
Let's go, Cat.
Hey, now, Kathy. Yes.
Cat, I need to get your I tried to add you, Cat. I gotta find your name on the Nike app.
Good morning. Good morning,
I gotta
y'all.
find your name.
Y'all tomorrow.
I'm looking right now.
Stars got to shine.
I'm
a supernova.
Let me.
See me taking over.
I got.
I'm on the move. I gotta wait.
I gotta see if I can find you, Cat.
So let me hear you say.
Let me hear the question.
get on here too. Okay.